for tonight's meeting also too, because we might likely have some other people that also would be interested in joining, but maybe due to network, they can't make it. But after tonight, we'll stop the recording. Everybody needs to be a part of the live presentation so that we can always be, you know, in the same spirit, the same vein, and you can always have all your questions answered directly live online. I can still see the same names we had here yesterday. Please still let's share this link out. Let's invite our prospects. It's just a thing of them downloading the app on their device, and you can quickly get on board with us. It's locked down everywhere, so there's really little or no, you know, activity going on as regards people being offline and all that. So that's why we need to maximize this opportunity of this Zoom application to get everybody well informed and abreast of what we are doing right here, you know, in this program. So please, if you can still share, if you still have people around you that you want to be part of this, please still share the link to them. Let us quickly join us up tonight. Since we have regular faces here, I might not need to do the presentation all over. You can just let's just do something like a question and answer section. For those of us that are available here, that you think you have some questions that need clarifications, or you need to clarify some things, you can just begin to drop it in the message tab. Let me quickly answer them while we wait for maybe newcomers to join us, because the faces and the names I'm seeing here are already who have represented too. So let me just see if we have any question. Please, you can just raise up your hand, or you can just quickly type it in the message box, and we'll get the question answered. I'm waiting. Any question? Those that have been in the chat group, we had some interesting sessions today. We had some interesting sessions on WhatsApp today, which I think also clarified a lot of questions for people. But if you still have questions, please throw it on board. Throw it on board. Let's get your question answered. Let's get your questions answered. If there's any area you still need clarity on, let's get it answered tonight. Waiting. I'm waiting on you guys. I'm waiting on you all. Okay, Mr. Hadusu wants to ask a question. All right. Good evening, sir. You're muted. Oh, I guess network.
Yes, good evening, boss. Hello.
Good evening, sir. Yes, sir.
Hello, good evening, everyone.
We can hear you, sir. Go on, sir. Hello. Hello. Okay, I want to believe it's network. Please, you can just type if your network can't allow you to talk. You can just simply type. We hear you from your typing. Okay, I think he had to reconnect back. Let me unmute him if it's okay now. Okay, sir.
Yeah, hello.
Hello. Yes, sir.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay, sorry, my network is kind of bad here.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah, I'm having some series of questions. Although
okay.
let me try to be brief. One, I am into this $1 million, which I have some little ETH there in the wallet.
Okay.
But I am having interest in very XDM again. I don't know how to do about it. If I'm to join XDM, am I to open another wallet,
No, you
or I can still use that my old wallet that I.
okay. Okay, if you already have an Ether wallet, either a Trust wallet or MetaMask,
Yeah,
you don't need to open
or
any
maybe
other wallet.
I can still use the wallet I use.
Yes, you can use the existing one you have. All you
Yeah.
just need to do is that in that your Trust wallet, you can open several wallets in that same one. So you can just create another one, like you can just name that one for XDM, so that once your funds are coming in, you know from which platform it's coming from. You understand? I don't know if you get what I'm
Oh,
saying. Like, let
oh,
me just show you something.
yeah, I understand.
If, for those of us
I
on PC, on our MetaMask, there's this option here. I don't know if you can see my screen too. Can you see my screen?
Yeah, yeah, I can
Yes.
see your screen.
Okay, for those of us on MetaMask, you can create several accounts in one MetaMask. You can say I have account one here, I have account. If I want to create another one, I can create it. All I would just need to do is just possibly, I can just give it a name. And that is the address I would then be using for maybe XDM now. So any funds coming in and out, I know it's coming from XDM. You understand?
Oh,
Yes.
yes, I
So
understand.
the same thing also to applies for Trust Wallet. You can create several accounts in the same wallet. You don't need to have plenty different wallets. Understand?
Okay.
All right.
So that aside, my second question goes okay, since I'm having another wallet and I would like a kind of like to use this very same wallet for
Okay.
the XDM. Am
Okay.
I and maybe I'm not having that I can't raise $100 now to purchase the amount of token that is required, as in that they both agree to like start up with. Can I use the little ETH I'm using to start up? Maybe subsequently, if I'm okay, I will now add the ETH. I'll now buy some ETH and add and continue
Uh,
staking.
okay. Yes, it's
That
it's possible. It's possible, but I advise you have at least the minimum you can even buy from the token section that will give you something worthwhile is at least for you to be able to start taking or start earning the 1%, you need like 3 tokens. 3 tokens should be close to 0.1 ETH. You understand? Before you can start making something worthwhile for yourself. That's why we used to advise minimum of $100. But if you have like 0.1,
okay.
you can just set it up. Maybe you can then, at least with that, you have a referral link. You can also start referring with that, and you also get some incentives for referring, which you can also use to buy more tokens for yourself. You understand?
Okay.
Mm.
Okay, but my upline now, if I should use that the little, if maybe yes, the ETH I'm having is up
Okay.
to
It's up to, it's over 0.1, right?
0.1.
It's over 0.1, right?
Yes, 0.1 something.
Aha. So you can just use that to buy the tokens.
No, but what I'm seeing again, if I should use that one, so my upline will like the person that referred me will have the percentage will be from the 0.1 something.
Yes,
That's where he will get his
6%,
own
yes,
percentage,
6%
right?
of 0.1,
But
yes, you get it. You get 6% of that. Like you can see here, there's what we call the referral dividend.
he will have percentage. Yes. So I for my upline to like be to achieve much, I think it's better I buy buy the ETH and that I mix them or how I don't know.
Yeah, no problem. You can always start from anywhere. I'm just telling you based on what I've shown you here that the minimum anyone can start with is 0.1. But if you want to really make something substantial, that you should be looking for $100 and above. But with the 0.1, you can get
Okay.
started. Just see how the system works. Maybe after 1 or 2 days, you have some more funds. You buy more tokens. You move on from there.
When my car park do well, I know if you start with 0.1 tomorrow. I'll get the $100.
Okay, all right, no problem. No problem.
And I beg, do something. We're waiting. Like, start other questions now so that we'll learn. I beg. What?
Okay, all right, no problem. If you have any other questions, just let us know too. Today, basically, I'm just taking question and answer.
No problem.
I just spend little time on presentation like this on Sundays. This for everybody to.
No problem.
All right. Okay, so let's see if there's another person here with a question. Maybe you've been on the presentation these past 2 days. Okay, I think I'm also seeing some names here that are a little bit new. So what I will just quickly do is let me just do a 15 minutes presentation for those that are new here. Then we'll take questions in the practical section side. So let me just quickly rush on through to the presentation from the slide. So the first question everybody wants to ask is, what is this Excel Dream all about? Excel Dream is the world's first decentralized investment and networking platform that is strictly built on the Ethereum smart contract. What that means is that with Excel Dream, you have a secured investment which earns you something over a period of time. For everyone that understand what investment is all about, investment is not something you put in today, tomorrow you get out. No, investment is something you do and you plan it for a period of time, maybe 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 6 months. You expect something worthwhile to come out of it, and you can then use that something worthwhile that's coming out of it to, implement some other project you have for yourself. The same thing is what Excel Dream is doing. And how they do is through what we call Excel Dream tokens. Once you buy the tokens appreciate over a period of time in price based on some complex, I won't like to call it complex, but based on past experience of people buying and selling coins and dumping, there are some algorithms that have been programmed to the smart contract to allow the price of XDM token to grow significantly and consistently and in a steady way every day. For example, those of us that joined like 2-3 days ago, the token was selling at the price of $1.34. Currently, as we speak today, the price of one of the token is right here from our dashboard is $1.55 as of today. This price will continuously increase because of something that a particular algorithm, which I'm going to explain to us, that has been programmed into the system. So that's how, that is what Excel Dream is in summary. Excel Dream is actually managed by a large, a big corporation, which is called Excel Management. They have several products that have been created. And each one of these products also too, as the investment token XDM begins to gain popularity, people begin to use it, people begin to invest in the tokens. You can begin to also use the tokens on every one of these platforms: Excel Trip, Excel Trade, Excel Medical, Excel Math, Excel Mate, bit recharge, meaning that you can even start at the points once it gains a lot of community acceptance. You can use with your XDM tokens, you can recharge, and several other things that's coming up, which creates like a usability for the token and future. So let's now look at some silent features that makes this token is unique from every other token out there. Number one is that it is 100% safe, as it is fully automated, and also too, it is smart contract driven. That means it cannot be edited or deleted. So whatever algorithms have been programmed in it, that is what it will stand with. It's a sort of platform whereby maybe after like 2 days or 3 days, there will be need to start changing one or two things. No, those things doesn't happen here. It's fixed already on it, so it can't be deleted, it can't be manipulated again in any form. It's just there fixed. So what it is what it is. So there's no admin control, there's no scam, nobody has access to your funds. Your funds is always in your wallet. The only time you have funds on the platform is when you are staking your tokens, and your tokens at any point in time you can decide to release it, put it out, and use for some other things. There's no hack in this. It can't be hacked because this is basically working with the advanced technology of blockchain, and the transparency is always there. You can always view those amounts you are seeing on your dashboard as the total Ethereum. Also, too, can be viewed on the blockchain of Ethereum, which is etherscan.io. So this gives us security and also finally gives us peace of mind. And also too, the liquidity is always there because the liquidity, which is coming into investment, every day people are investing Ethereum into the platform. It gives it that kind of good acceptance, good liquidity for it to be able to withstand, to hold for a very, very, very long time to come. Okay, no problem. I'll get to that later. I'll get to that later. So it's also work on the liquidity also too is managed by a buy and sell complex algorithm that is aimed at sustaining the business for a very long time. In fact, it's going to last a lifetime. In the WhatsApp group earlier today, we are just doing like a breakdown of this algorithm. Number one is that once you are buying tokens in the company, 32% is what you get released to you, and 68% is held back. This is to prevent the situation that we normally see in most tokens that we see being traded on popular exchanges. They buy today, tomorrow people begin to dump, especially those that are called whales. Once they buy the large chunk of the coin, the following day or maybe like a week or 2 weeks after, you begin to see them selling back once it begins, the price appreciates a little. But here, you don't get that. The price grows steadily because 68% of your tokens are always held back. They are not given to you. What you can only see immediately you buy your tokens is just 32% of your tokens. That 32% now begins to gain 1% return on investment on it every day for 180 days. So that means that the remaining 68% that is held back gets released to you over the space of 180 days. That's what makes it an investment platform and not just an exchange, a trading of tokens front and back, dumping here and there. You understand? So this program is also created. It's the smart contract algorithm. This mathematical calculation was created by some team of experts in this blockchain field, which is headed by Mr. Bimam Das. That is the creator of this platform. He's an Indian, and I think one of these days, based on our interaction with them earlier today, he's going to be appearing on one of our Zooms like this to also talk with us. I think yesterday afternoon, the chief marketing officer was live on with us also to give us an idea of what they are doing, what the future plans are, what the current plans are as per this program. So the transparency is there. We have easy access to the owners. We can reach out to them. We can always talk with them and they give us direct answers. All right. So we also have the longevity factor also too has been put in place in this program. So this program is designed keeping in mind investors' needs who want to sustain earning. You invest once, you can buy as many tokens as you want. You buy it once and you earn for a very long time. You're selling at intervals to ensure you keep earning for a lifetime vis-a-vis a one-time dumping of tokens. I've just explained that this comes in the part of the 32% to 68%, margin sharing for release of tokens. So it's also innovative because there's a dividend concept also too that's been added into this. 5% of every investment that comes into XDM every day is shared amongst all XDM token orders in a pro rata basis. What that means is that those that have bigger tokens, like if you have someone who has 1,000 tokens, is going to be getting a larger 5% share than someone who has like maybe like 1, 2, or 10 or 20 tokens. So, but everybody is going to always benefit from the 5% daily investment share in form of dividends. So you earn dividends every time someone invests in the company. I'm going to show you also that particularly lifetime dividend earnings for SDM tokens. So these dividends is always earned anytime anybody anywhere buys tokens. That dividend is shared. 5% of that Ethereum is shared to all persons on the platform that is holding or is taking SDN token. So let's now look at how you earn. Number one is that you earn on a daily basis 1% of whatever amount of SDM token you stake. So that means that if you buy 100 tokens today, as from tomorrow, you begin to see one token added to your token for 180 days. It is also timestamp. That means that every 24 hours, let's say you are buying today, what's the time now? The time currently from my system is 9:28 p.m. So that means by this same time tomorrow, by 9:28 p.m., you'll have seen extra 1% added to your token, which comes with no obligation. You have you also have the freedom to release the tokens at any time from the smart contract and walk away, but it will not do you any good if you buy the token today and tomorrow you want to release it, because you are going to be selling at a loss, because it's just 32% that have been this. So it's always best you hold on a little bit, allow your tokens, just keep, accumulating the 1% and getting that every day for a period of 180 days, so that when you are selling back, you get good value for your money. And also too, it's in 100% passive income, which is fully automated. So the 1% is already automated on the platform. You don't need to do anything. Just buy the tokens, take it, and that's all. You continue to get your 1%. And this allows you to earn times 3 of your tokens bought in the 180 days. So that means invariably 68% is back, and also some extra tokens worth it is also back. And because of the 68% holding factor, the price increases. So if you are buying today, let's say at the rate of $2, by 180 days, most likely from the analysis so far, the least it can get to is $50 and above. You understand, in 180 days, because of this algorithm that has been placed in the system. So you can also increase your earning daily by doing what we call compound staking. What that means is that every day, once you get paid your daily ROI of 1%, you just quickly go back to your back office, you release the token and also restake it. Releasing means that, let's say, for example, you started with 100 tokens. Sorry for that. After 24 hours, your 100 tokens will have gotten to 101 tokens. So what you just do is you release the 101 tokens, then you go back again and stake the 101 tokens, so that you can get another, you can now get 1% on 101 instead of 1% on 100. Once you do that every 24 hours, every day, you discover that at the end of 180 days, your tokens will have grown 6 times instead of just normal 3 times if you just leave it for the 1% flat rate. So your token will have grown 6 times, meaning that you're going to be, instead of having 100, instead of having just 300 tokens at the end of 180 days, you are going to be having 600 tokens at the end of 180 days if you decide to compound this way. This is optional, it's not compulsory, but I advise you do this so that you can accumulate enough tokens, more tokens for yourself, which gives you access to earn more than just waiting for the 1% or just earning only the 1% alone. So you can set your limits. It's all dependent on you, on the number of tokens you want to earn. So the other way we also make money from this, apart from the dividends, apart from the daily 1%, is through the team building structure. This structure allows you to earn, 10 level deep and a referral income of total 20%. First level 6%, second level 4%, third level 3%, fourth level 2%, fifth level 1%, sixth level 1%, seventh level 1%, level 8 0.6%, level 9 0.6%, level 10 0.4%. Let me show you how this works in real time. For example, if you have referrals buying, at least each one of them is coming in with $100, which is an equivalent of like 0.4, between 0.35 and 0.4 Ethereum every day in Naira. This estimate is based on the last price we had, which is 410. It might increase, it can decrease, but I just work this based on 410 Naira as a fixed rate. So that means with your 41,000 Naira and you have a team of 5 person also too that you refer to the platform that does same, gives you instantly a referral bonus of 9,840 on the first level. If these 5 also decide to also duplicate the process, get to 25, you earn 32,800. If these 25 also decide to just bring in just 5 persons downwards 10 levels, at the end of the 10 level completion, you'll have accumulated a total of 1.7 billion naira to yourself just by growing the system within your 5 team structure down 10 levels. That is the kind of amazing income you can make for this. But just like I said earlier too, this is an optional part. It's not compulsory. But for networking professionals, people that also want to make good income for themselves, especially coming from the fact that this is a very simple and direct system that anyone can do, anyone can build. Just buy your tokens, either you earn your 1% daily or you compound it. Anyone can do it. It gives you access to also be able to freely build a good thing for yourself. Relax, because everything is transparent, everything is accessible. You can view it yourself. You can show anybody your back office. You can show anyone your tokens you've accumulated and all that. You can do everything yourself, and it's 100% in your hand. If you want to withdraw, you can withdraw instantly. Get your funds straight to your Ether wallet. I did that live. In fact, for the past 2-3 days webinar we've been having at 9 p.m. like this, I've withdrawn like 2-3 times. I'm going to also do that tonight because I think I have some referral bonus in my wallet, which I can withdraw to. Withdraw that to instantly, your fund gets to you. So it's not controlled by anybody. You are like the one in charge of your earnings. You are like the one in charge of what you do. So you have access to make, exponential earnings also too, as a reason of the price of the token increasing. So that is like the fourth way you earn. For example, those of us that will be doing compounding, you compound like 100 tokens and it gives you 600 tokens after 6 months. That is an equivalent of, if the price is around $10, that is equals to $6,000. So that means you spending like on 100 tokens is an equivalent of you spending like we'll do the conversion in ether from our back office and you'll see it there. So let me just quickly do that. If you go to your back office, go to the buy sections. Let's say you want to buy, we need 100. So that means you'll be spending like how much? Okay, let me say 3.5. Okay, 0.1, 0.2. Okay, so this is like 3.2 ether, and 3.2 ether based on this current price of Ethereum, 208, let's even say 209 times 3 point, is it 3.2 we calculated? That's like 668. So you are spending like $668 to make $6,000 in 180 days just by, compounding your earnings. So you can do that. So if you don't want to even do that, just times 3,668 will give you like $1,800 in 6 months. So it's a good income for yourself. It's a good income where you can make good money for yourself on this platform. So that's how you make money from the earnings. So there are multiple sources of income, which I've explained: daily 1%, compounded earning, 5% dividend share, 20% referral income down, 10 levels, and finally appreciation of the coin value. So these are the 1, 2, 3, 4 ways you earn from XDM. And the good side of it is that this company is reliable because it's instant withdrawal, or 100% automated with no human intervention. You don't need to do the withdrawal request, which will go to pending. You do all the withdrawal yourself. It enters your Ether wallet immediately. Withdrawals are open 24/7, 365 days a year. Withdrawal is in Ethereum, and there's no conversions or third party that is involved in this program. You do all the conversions yourself. You see all the money right there in your wallet yourself, and you can do anything you want to do with it, and you'll be all fine. So you are directly connected to your preferred wallet. The good part of it is that these opportunities open to everybody all around the world. No countries in particular is noted for this promotion, for doing this program. Any country in the world, you can do it. There's no KYC, there's no border. Everything is simply done online, and you'll be fine with it. So this is how your back office will look like when you register. For you to register, you just need the referral link of your upline. It's going to be something like this with your Ether address. You also need to have a MetaMask account. Let me open, these are a MetaMask account looks like. For you to open that, just go to metamask.io. So once you've done that, you download it and install it on your browser. Once you install it on your browser, it's going to be showing this icon right there on your browser. Once it's right there, it means that you have your MetaMask, your Ethereum wallet. So this is now what you use to do all your transactions on this platform. So once you have that connected, get the link of whoever is inviting you or who has invited you to like this presentation tonight. Paste it on your browser, then you click on, just paste it there. It's going to automatically instantly link you up with a dashboard like this. Once you get here, the next thing is for you to buy tokens. So once you get to buy tokens, you should have funded your wallet with the equivalents you want to fund. Just like we said, the minimum we advise you start with is $100. Just fund your wallet with like 0.4, 0.5 ETH. You understand? ETH is currently $208 today. So that means $100 should be like 0.45 or 0.47 or therewith. So once you funded, all you just need to do is just come here, put in the amount you funded, let's say 0.4. It gives you 12 Ether. You click on buy tokens. So once you do that, it will link you directly to your Ether wallet to fund. Let me do something now. Let's say I want to fund 0.45 and I click on buy tokens. Immediately it's going to connect me with my Ether wallet. You can see it's popping up here. So, but because I don't have that funds, you can see it's even like $93. So because I don't have these funds available in my wallet, I'll just reject it because I'm not buying yet. Okay, good. So that's how you do that. If you also want to sell back your tokens, you just click on sell tokens. You put in the amount of tokens you have for sale here, and you click on sell tokens. So once you've bought your tokens, the next thing you now need to do is to stake the tokens, because these tokens will not earn the 1% daily until you stake them. So once you have your tokens there, for you to know the amount of tokens you have, just scroll down. Once you click on buy tokens, right here in this SDM token balance to show you the amount of tokens you have. For example, I staked 12 so far. You understand? This is one of my accounts. So you copy the token balance here, and you can go to this section of stake. You paste it there and you click on stake tokens. Once you do that, your token every 24 hours, you are going to be seeing it increasing by 1% every day. For example, this is 9:39. By 9:54 p.m., 12.76 that you are seeing here, 12.764 that I'm seeing here now. If you multiply it by 1% divided by 100, it will be equals to 12 plus, because the 1% of it will be 12, 0.1276. If I should add it with this 12.764 by exactly 2154, let's say 2155, it will increase to this 21.89 tokens. So that is the 1% that will be. So once that is there, because I'm doing compounding, I will just copy all that again. I'll go and release it. I'll first release it. Once I release the tokens, this will move to this my balance. I don't want to release it here because it's not yet my time. Let me just wait. We are still on this presentation. We'll do a practical demonstration during the course of the business, so you will see it too. So once it's here, you can, I will release it by 12/21/51. It comes here. I restake it back again, so that what I'm going to be getting now tomorrow will be the 1% of the new balance I staked. That's like doing a compounding, algorithm and on like that. So the other feature you have there is transfer of tokens. This is if you want to transfer tokens to another member, but I don't advise you use this. Let everybody just have their wallet. You can buy your token directly from your wallet. The reinvest feature here is for, let's say you have some amount of ether in your wallet now. You want to combine everything together to buy some tokens. You use the reinvest feature. For example, if I should click on this, let me see what's going to pop up. Okay, it's showing me that I need a gas fee of 0.46 for me to do this transaction. So let me just reject this. I don't usually use this. I just restake and unstake. So that's how this works. So if I want to do my withdrawal now, for example, I have 3.89. For those also too that will be building teams, under this team section, you will see your referrals. For example, I have like 4 on my first level. I have 1 on my second level. Let me see. Okay, nobody yet on third. We're just starting on this, just the third day we started building this program. You understand? So we expect to grow very well, because as much people begin to understand the benefits of them buying tokens, the benefit of them staking, the thing begins to open up, and a lot of people begin to, enjoy themselves in this program. It's $1.55 already from 1.4 as at yesterday. The price keeps growing. Just you have like an investment mindset. Put it there, allow it to grow for a period of time, and you enjoy yourself. You can see this change just now. Let me see if that has any effect in my back office. Okay, this is the dividend I was talking on during the course of the presentation. If anybody buys tokens with Ethereum from anywhere in the world, 5% of it gets shared to every one of us. So 5% of this is now based on the token you have, the token you are holding. That's what they will use to calculate your own 5% share of that global 5%, from that investment that's coming in anywhere in the world. That's what it will be calculated on. That's what will be used to do the calculation of it. Understand? So let's just finally do a quick practical. I will just quickly do a withdrawal now, so that you see that you can also make your withdrawal instantly. For those of us that want to have referrals or you want to unlock your stake tokens and you want to withdraw, you can do that immediately. So let me withdraw this now. I have 3.89. I want to make withdrawals. I'll just click on withdraw. Once I click on withdraw, I click on confirm. So it's going to merge. It's going to immediately remove this 3.89 and drop it in my MetaMask wallet. I can speed up the process. You can see showing pending here. speed up the process by making it more faster, just increasing the gas. And see, it's approved. So I should be seeing this 3.89 now in my Ether wallet anytime soon once the spending completes. Just hold on. So no admin is processing your withdrawal here. You do everything yourself. Come straight down to your, you can see it has moved. This is become zeros. This is my withdrawal now. It's right here in my wallet. So I can decide to sell this to anyone. We have our approved exchanger in our escrow group. Once you join our WhatsApp group, we also add you to the exchange group. The person is a trusted guy we've been working with for years now. So he's always available to sell and also buy your Ether from you. So you can only send back to the person. Just request for the address, then you click on send, you paste the address of the person there, of the person who you want to sell to and collect Naira, paste it there, you send, and you get Naira and in equivalent for it. So it's a very, very simple process, a very simple platform where every one of us can enjoy and make good money from. So the other questions people would like to ask is that the blockchain, is it going to be listed? What are the products attached to it? And that's what I've also shared during the course of the presentation for those that came late. You know, all these products. Let me just even start showing you some of these websites. Exceltrip.org, ExcelMed, ExcelMart, ExcelMart.io, ExcelTrade.io, ExcelMart. These are places you would be able to use your tokens in future, but for now, still growing the community around these investment tokens. See them pop up very soon. Let me see some other ones there. Excel Chip, ExcelMed, ExcelMed.io, ExcelChip.io. Okay, sorry, this one is .org. So while they load, we wait in this time. So that's what you get the benefits of being in this platform. So let me just stop there a little bit and let's have some questions pop in. So please, if you have any question right away, you are free. Please unmute yourself, ask your question, then we'll provide the relevant answers to them tonight. Please, if you want to ask a question, you can just raise up your hand and I will unmute you. You ask your questions, then we'll get cracking. Okay, thank you for listening tonight. So please, if you have questions, let's take them. Let's get the questions on board. Let's get the questions on board, please. If you want to type, you can type. If you want to talk, just let me know. I unmute you and move on from there. Okay, Excel Mart has loaded. So you can buy stocks here with time with your XDM tokens. Going to be added as soon as XDM token begin to get enough contraction, the community grows well. I know they will impute some of it there, but these are already running platforms. ExcelMed services. Okay, I can see somebody raising up his hand or his or her hand. So let me just unmute this person. Mr. Voke Madogwe. Yes. Good evening, Ma or sir.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening. Welcome, sir.
Thank you. I want to know, so is it we get to 180 days if I can cash out, or I can cash out anytime? That's one. And two, how does these people make their own money? Because the idea of all businesses, of any business, is to make profit. So how do they make their own profit?
Okay. The first question is, can you cash out anytime? Yes. Just like you saw me do now. I did a withdrawal of my referral bonus and it was credited to my wallet immediately, instantly. You can do your cash out anytime. But we advise, because this coin is basically an investment coin more. In other words, it means that you need to give it some time. An investment, once you invest today, you don't expect to cash out from an investment tomorrow. In fact, in standard investment world, it takes like 2, 3, 5, 10 years before you start getting something worthwhile from it. That's why this one is like a 180 days plan. That allows your token to have appreciated with the 1% daily ROI on it. And also it allows the price of the coin also to have appreciated in value. So that means, for example, if you are starting with like 100 tokens today now, in the next 180 days, which is like 6 months, you should have gotten 300 tokens plus your 100, which is a total of 400 tokens. So with that, if the price is now around like $5 or $10 or $50 by then, that's a huge income for you. But that is not saying you can't cash out immediately. Maybe like after a month, you can decide to just remove all your tokens, sell it at the current price, and you move away. Like those people that started up April 16 now, when the price was around 10 cents, most of them will have even been doing some little cash out now because the price has grown like over 1,000% profit for them already. So they can just sell it off and make their profit from it. You understand? So it's all dependent on how you want to plan your investment. So, but what I advise is that please just allow it to breathe for like 1 to 3 months before you start thinking of cashing out. And secondly, second question you asked, sorry, I think
How do they make their profit?
okay, good. How do they make their profit? Yes. For every stake, every investment that comes into the company, 5% of it goes to the admin. 5% of all investment coming to this program goes to the admin. That's where they make their own money from. And aside that too, since they are the owners, Mr. Bimax and also the chief marketing officer was explaining yesterday for us that they also have tokens too. They also bought these tokens too. So they also earn from that by just, the price appreciating in value. They also have, good tokens with them, apart from the 5% that the admin has.
Okay. Then let me just ask this one. The least amount to invest in this platform, what's the least amount and the highest?
Okay, actually, what we recommend is start with at least $100. That's like 0.35 ETH. You understand? But there's really no minimum because the minimum token you can buy is like 3 for you to be able to stake and start earning $1 every day. That's like 0. I think when we're doing the calculation, that was giving us like 0.1 Ethereum. You understand? But that will not give you can't be planning with like maybe a $30 for this kind of investment. It's better you start very well, at least maybe minimum of $100 and above so that you can see good returns for yourself.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome, sir. Okay, there's a question I'm seeing here too on the message tab here. Is XMD, is it listed? Is it listed on CoinMarketCap? No, it's not listed on CoinMarketCap. Why? Because it's a token cropped out from Ethereum smart contracts. Ethereum already is listed. It's the second biggest, largest cryptocurrency in the world. So this is just like a baby child of Ethereum. You understand? It's still working with the same Ethereum blockchain, and it's extracted from it, and it's just like a brainchild of Ethereum. So that's why he doesn't really need to be on common because as per the conversion levels is already there. Everything has been implanted in the system. That's why anytime you want to withdraw, you just need to have your Ethereum wallet, so everything goes straight there. So the issue of returning or converting your coin is zeroed out. Immediately you can convert your coin to Ethereum and sell it to Naira if you want. So the other thing is, do we also get return in Bitcoin or XMB? All your returns are in SMG because that is what the platform, that is the token of the platform. Don't get it in Bitcoin. In fact, we don't use Bitcoin at all here. Everything here is based on Ethereum. What is the risk involved in this business? The risk involved in this business, basically to me so far, I have not really seen anyone, but I think based on what we're discussing, I think one of those days, these last 2-3 days, is that smart contracts, it's not hackable, it's not edited, but because of some legal restrictions globally on it, maybe in future they might start legalizing or start having some restrictions on smart contract and creation and all that. But aside that, every other thing is transparent, every other thing is accessible, instant withdrawal, instant deposit, the risk is as good as minimal. Okay. One of these days also to Mr. David, based on this your question, we had a direct meeting with the chief marketing officer yesterday. One of these days also to we have the CEO come on board so that you can also see these are people that are physical. You can talk with them, you can meet with them. So far with our interactions with them, they are very transparent people. They don't have any issues. They don't. In fact, since they are making their own money, 5%, they're also getting, getting to also make money from their own coins taken to they really don't have any issues of saying they want to defraud. That's why you see them. In fact, it's a big company that already have established presence in several business venture. They also already have Excel trade tokens are being traded here. All trade tokens. So they have several things going on for them, and these are very sincere people that you can always work with. And I know with this plan on ground, this should last a very long time. Okay. All right. Let's quickly do something now. It's already 9:54. I want to do the staking part so that we can all see. It's already 9:54 here. So from my staking time, you can see my time stamp. I staked last 9:54:33. So this should increase very soon. Now, just let's give this a watch. Just watch this. Within the next few seconds, it should increase. Just let's watch it. Just let's do some countdown of 60 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Good. You can see my 1% has been credited. 12.81. So what I will now do is that I don't want to base my 1% just on this. I want to do a compounding. I'll just go here, copy this amount. Oh, first of all, I will release it. I will release these tokens. So I click on release tokens. It will need gas, some small gas fees. So that's why a lot of the times I just use my dividend to take care of these gas fees. So I'll confirm. For the person too that was asking about uh, it being listed, you can see what I'm saying. Everything here is Ethereum based. So it's as good as saying since Ethereum is there already listed, there's really nothing to worry about. See, you can see it has moved straight to this place. So I've released it from here now. So I want to now stake it again for the day. So I'll just go to stake tokens now. I'll paste it there, 12.891, and I will click on stake token so that it can earn again 1% for another 24 hours. Okay, it's asking for my gas fee again. I confirm. Once I click on confirm, I go to my MetaMask wallet. Let me just speed it up a little bit. Fast, save, so that immediately it's going to approve. Okay, good. It's becoming confirmed. It has confirmed. It has confirmed now. So if I go back again to my dashboard, I will see it right away here. Oh, it's showing 11.2. Let me even, I still have one. I can still stake one again. Let me just put it there. It's 11.81. I don't want it there. Let me just stake the remaining balance. Let me just put 2 there. Stake. Let me quickly stake. Let me put 1. Okay. So let me stake it now. 1. Let me go back again. Let me just quickly speed it up. Let's confirm. Let's see, go fast. It's coming up. So once it's there, it should add up to this side. So let's wait for the confirmation. And this part confirmed. Okay, showing confirmed. Let's check it all over again. Okay, so please, these are part of the things we also need to be checking out for when you're doing your staking, stake properly so that you have all these delays and all that. I don't think it picked it well then. Let me try and do it again because I need the old 12 there. I need the old 12 there. Okay, let me confirm. All right, I think this should go now. It didn't remove anything that time. So let me just quickly do that. So, okay, showing confirmed also. So let's see if it has added up to what we have. Okay, good. You can see, so 12.891 now. So that means by 21:59, or let's say by 11 p.m. tomorrow, this will also be available so I can release it and restake it to earn another 1% for another day. So what I just take now, you can see I have a small dividend because I just restake now my token. So that has been shared also to everybody based on the tokens you are holding on this platform. So that's how you do it every day. Just keep increasing your tokens and stuff like that so that at the end of 180 days, you have good funds for yourself. If you also don't want to wait, you can also build your teams all along and you also make money from the referral part too while you wait for your investment to mature and give you something worthwhile. I hope I have been able to at least clear some of our doubts on this tonight. So let me see if we still have other questions. I'm here. Let me just take questions for the next 5 or 10 minutes again before we call it a day. Questions, please. Questions, please. Question time. 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 Any question? If there's no question, we might just have to call it a day now. I'm waiting for us. Okay, Mr. Voke, let me just unmute you now. All right, sir, you can talk.
Okay, this whole process of compounding and staking, I think staking, yes. Is there a video for this whole process so that when I want to do it, because right now I could not get the whole picture of what you did. Is there a video where I can watch and follow the same step? Then when I want to introduce people to the system, I can still send them so they can do same.
Okay, yes. There's one we have for mobile, which is on Trust Wallets. We post it in the group, so you can also have that. For the one on system, you can just use this because we also drop this our Zoom recorded meeting in the group, so you can also send them this video. I'll post it after this meeting again in the group so that they can also watch the process of using system to do it. But if it's the mobile one, we already have that also, to which we send. So you can just follow the process on your own and you'll be fine.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome, sir. Okay, so I told, okay, the video also will be ready tomorrow night too for a reason and for a reason talking on restaking. Okay, we're also working on the very shorter one, the shorter videos for you to know how to release and restake your tokens every 24 hours. It's a very simple process actually, just 1 or 2, 3 steps and you're fine. Okay, so any other question? I don't think we have any other question tonight. All right, so I won't want this meeting to be too long. So I think in the absence of no other question, let's continue our discussion on our WhatsApp group. For those that want to buy Ethereum, let us know. We also add you to the exchange group. You can buy your Ethereum and you get started immediately. Thank you so much for being a part of tonight's meeting. The global meeting also too is always available every day, 5:30 p.m. on the Telegram group. We'll also try and drop the link for tomorrow where you also see the owners, chief marketing officer, the CEO. So they do presentations to almost on a daily basis globally too on Zoom like this. So you can also be a part of it too. You understand? Thanks so much for making out time to join us today. Tomorrow, 9 p.m. also too, would have another time like this for our own local presentation like this. Thank you so much for coming today. God bless you. Good night.